What's good? What's poppin', everybody? It's your boy Avataryaya, and today we are talking about Jump Force for 2019 and the little things that could possibly be an issue for the whole game. That being said, I love Jump Force. I'm excited for it. I really can't even call the game garbage because it has my favorite characters in it. Unless the game just turns out to be a garbage ass product, then y'all can get on me for it. However, with Jump Force, there are a few problems that people are just letting slide under and not really worrying about it. And a lot of people need to push for these so we can have a better product when the game releases. That being said, I ain't gonna keep y'all hold up or anything like that. I'm gonna just go right into it with y'all. I'm gonna keep it a stack. Keep it a stack. First off, I think the character creation is really weird and skeptical. So you're like, what? How can character creation be skeptical? Aren't you okay with character creation in video games and stuff like that? Yes. However, in anime shonen licensed games, no. Prime example, games like Dragon Ball Xenoverse does it wonderfully, and you got games like Naruto to Boruto that didn't do so good with it, and other games that are also licensed shonen games with character creation weren't doing so hot either. So the reason why I am excited for character customization, at the same time, we don't need it. Yes, we do not need character customization in Jump Force. Here's why. I'm all down for it, but at the same time, it also kills off the roster. Meaning that right now, we're almost in October and we got less than supposedly 5 months until this game drops. Unless Spike, the company behind this game, is holding out a whole bunch of characters, character creation may be a thing that could possibly kill off the roster or the dream characters that we want in the game. Basically, your favorite shonen anime character from Weekly Shonen Jump or just Shonen Jump in general may not make the final roster of Jump Force. Because usually, with anime games recently, a lot of developers have been using character creation as a selling point instead of adding more characters to their base roster of their game. And even with Jump Force already having a season's pass already detailed for the game, it's only 9 extra characters. So that means at this point that the game may not have that many base characters at launch. 9 DLC characters, unless they're trying to do some Dragon Ball FighterZ or they'll try to make it last. I don't really see it having that many characters at launch due to the fact that character creation is in the game. And a big issue with character creation is mostly they'll take moves from other animes of characters that aren't already confirmed or not playable in Jump Force and make their movesets available to use in the game. In theory, think about having the ability to use Almighty Push, but Pain is not playable in Jump Force. That will piss me off. That will annoy me to the living T. I hated it in Xenoverse when you will see a move that the character's not even in the game, but you could use the move anyway. Enough ranting. Now, my number 2 point is the character roster. I'm gonna go a little bit more deep with this compared to anything else. It's simply because the character roster in Jump Force is something people need to think about. Now, with the character roster in Jump Force, it's pretty much bare bones at this point. Everything popular you think will get in. Minus Yugi Muto, that was some unique and like wow character. However, Jump Force doesn't look like it's going to have that big Shonen Jump variety as J-Stars did. He also did comment on the fact that he wanted to add some more female or woman characters to Jump Force, which only you can think of Medaka and probably Soul Leader Maka. Those are the 2 notable ones, or unless you add characters like Nami or freaking Rukia is already in, so that's cool. And you got Sakura Haruno or Hunter x Hunter, probably somebody from the Phantom Thieves or with Hisoka. It's so many female characters you can add to Jump Force, and I'm interested in that alone. However, with this character roster, since we have created characters, we may not have that many characters so far. Right now, I'm predicting at least 30 S characters for Jump Force. That is all I'm predicting day 1 and off rip. And my big issue with the character roster is that it doesn't seem to have variety of that extent. It's only just super popular in mainstream animes. Literally, you got Bleach, you got Naruto, You got One Piece, you got Hunter x Hunter, you got Yu-Gi-Oh, you got Yu Yu Hakusho. All the mainstream popular ones. And I would like to see some variety of other shonen characters that maybe help me get interested in a lot of other stuff. Prime example, J-Stars helped me learn about Tsunayoshi, aka Katia Hitman Reborn. I got into that series just because of J-Stars. Really cool series. I really hope that Jump Force can also integrate some diversity from all of the history of Shonen Jump instead of just putting the very, very popular ones to the game. I feel like this game is really marketed towards a Western audience like the United States and Americas, because I feel like even at E3, that's what they were trying to aiming for, with it being on Xbox and having a huge marketing from that standpoint on that console. But I do want to see what other characters we can get, because right now I'm feeling like Black Clover's next. I mean, not Black Clover, My Hero, and then potentially maybe Black Clover's Asta, and then probably go back a little bit further with a few shonen characters in the past like Rurouni Kenshin and Kenshiro. They deserve a spot, and then JoJo's. That is our last remaining roster, I believe, that could possibly be a part of Jump Force. And yeah, there's some other shonen stuff too that's probably just not coming across my head. But however, some of them are not even Shonen Jump anymore, or there's some other owned by another company like Shakugan or something like that. A prime example of this that actually irritates me is I really want this character in Jump Force. If he can make the strings happen and just pay them, or do something like contract, do something, pull a Sakurai from Smash Bros, dog. And please get Yo Asakura from Shaman King. And I don't think that's gonna happen. There's been like 2 games without him being in there, and I swear to God, I feel like he deserves his spot in history for this 50th anniversary, even if Shonen Jump and the creator of Shaman King has its ties differ from its series. I do strongly believe that Yu Yu Hakusho and all the other franchises deserve this spot as well. But I do believe that the roster needs to be a little bit more broken down and diverse and fleshed out a little bit, instead of just having just mainstream characters. Because, you know, a lot of people are going to be like, well, my favorite character's not here. Yikes. You know, and, you know, people, again, bringing up the Seasons Pass, having 9 characters. The issue with a lot of Seasons Passes nowadays is that they don't tell you what the 9 characters are. And it could be just complete whack characters that you may not care about. Just because I don't like Bobobo and somebody don't like Bobo, it's going to be hard to please people. So you better off just making a diverse roster and spreading it out how y'all did at least at Gamescom, where they was like One Piece, they had Gon, they had freaking I think Hunter x Hunter, yeah, they had Dragon Ball. Vegeta came through for the first time. That was amazing. I wish they would just keep up that same energy for the rest of these reveals and character reveals for Jump Force. And the next big Jump Force reveal, by the way, could be any time at the end of every month, because that's when V-Jump drops, and also in the future of Jump Festa 2018. Now, my final point I want to bring up for Jump Force is we got to talk about this online. The online needs to be raw. The online needs to be playable. I'm saying raw because that's my highest expectation for it, but I need the netcode to be really decent. Now, what I mean by that is, Spike has done, to be honest with you, if you ever played any of the recent Spike 3D Arena Fighters, Burning Blood was really nice to me. Like, it was barely any lag in Burning Blood. Like, the only issue with Burning Blood was the spectating. I want to be able to watch all my friends in a lobby play. It's an arena fighter. It's a fighting game in that manner. I want to be able to watch all my friends play and show off all the cool shit they do and be able to do it. Spectating mode creates longevity for games like this. I really believe spectator mode is really important. Prime example of a series that completely failed at launch and almost completely died was Naruto Storm 4. Naruto Storm 4 at launch for the first month and a half was kind of dry because all you could do is player match. In all the other Storm games, Storm 3 had spectator mode, endless. We need an endless mode in Jump Force. We need spectator mode in Jump Force because the game could die really fast. The only reason Jump Force will survive without it is because of the character roster, and people are going to keep playing it. But if you can't play with your friends, only one person at a time, you know, that could be kind of wild. It's been people already asking for a mode like Dragon Ball Fighters where everybody picks a character and fight each other online. That's something people have been wondering about But right now, I'm skeptical with Jump Force because Jump Force looking like, I don't know. We'll see how that online is gonna turn out. Because if you believe in Spike and Dimps, the only developers recently that have not done really good with it was some of the Bandai games. But other than that, spectating mode needs to be in this game. Online ranked needs to be in this game. Player match needs to be in this game. You need to have some system of having people watch and play you. I cannot stress this enough, and I'm gonna sound like a broken record saying this 8,000 times. So that's all I got time for today, y'all. I could keep going, but right now I want to say some stuff for other videos in the future. Tell me how you guys feel about Jump Force in 2019. What is some issues you may have with the game, or some things that you may think could possibly be a problem? Let's try to map this out now. Get this out to Bandai. Try to send it to some developer. I don't know. Do something. Have it be on the internet. So remember, hit that like button. Subscribe. If you want to talk to me on my Discord link is in the description below. You know, you guys are golden, and that is raw. Squalla. Peace.